Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle softball show. Along with Tony Wilson, I'm Chris Evans. It is already the third show of the season. Halfway point for some teams, Tony.
It really is. The small schools, they're usually a week ahead of everybody, and so that it's just already hard to believe that we just started school, and
Right.
now we're into week 3 of softball, and teams are playing 15 games out of their allotted 30, and it's insane already that it's gone this quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a special guest here in a little bit. A lady that has played some big-time softball and has her team in some winning ways right now.
She really does. And do we let the cat out of the bag who it is, or just wait?
I think the headline and all that gives it away, so I think we can do that.
Okay, so it's the Oilton Lady Wild. I think they're the Wildcats, right?
Panthers,
see.
right?
Oh, I'm testing you today.
Okay, yeah.
That might have been one of the ones I was going to get you.
Don't try to stump me.
I've got you one that's going to stump you that I promise.
You got me last week, and
I'm going to get you again this week.
I'm sure you are. I got all the big schools for the most part down, but those
are the give-me's.
The teams I see year in, year out at state tournaments,
Sure.
I got them down pretty good.
Sure.
But they're teams that don't quite get there every single year, so I might be a little off, and it's going to hurt when I can't get it because I can already tell you don't throw layups at me, so
Nope. It's going to be a struggle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be a struggle for you, but nonetheless, and Coach Asea Cole of Oilton, and she's got a really young ball club that she'll talk about here coming up pretty quickly, and they're ranked number 10 in B, probably one of their first ever rankings, and to my knowledge, they have never won a regional contest game, so they got things going in the right direction. And, we've had some of the stalwarts in the game, the profession with Lindsey Mudgett and Tyler Lampkin. And so, it's good to get some of the younger coaches in here that a lot of people may not know, but they better know. How about that?
Absolutely. Well, and that's coming up here in just a few moments. But did find out this week, put it out on the social media today. We do have dates and locations.
Right.
For the fast pitch softball state tournament this year.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be 8, 9, 10 will be the first group, A, B, 2A.
Yep.
At Fire Lake, the ball fields at Fire Lake. And then the following week will be 3, 4, 5, and 6 at the same location.
October 15th, 16th, and 17th are those dates.
And I'm sure that you've already started lining up assignments for those. That's too far out. Never mind.
Yeah, that's way too far out.
Too far
no
out,
conference calls yet. I'm enjoying the high school huddle right now.
Right.
This is the fun part.
No,
of
for sure.
job. Yeah.
Sure. And Chris, and talking to people around the state, they're really excited about this, as you and I both are. And I talked to Mike Clark last night, and he's watched some of it. And it's just, I think it's going to gain a lot of popularity as we go on, and I might try to get some shameless plugs in for it every once in a while on the Sports Animal too. So
yeah, I understand there was a few folks were upset on social media that the state tournament was not at Devon Park, Hall of Fame Stadium, Asea, however you want it in Oklahoma City. They're obviously getting ready for the Olympics here in a couple of years. I will say this before you probably go into a little bit more detail with it, Tony, but the folks at Shawnee have put a lot of work, equity into building these complex for that. They want it so bad there, and they're so welcoming. They do everything for coaches, schools, players, OSSAA officials. They have open arms, and Hall of Fame Devon Park has a lot of moving parts with it as well. But and I understand playing at the capital of softball. I get it.
Sure. Well, and when Mike and I spoke, and I'm not trying to speak on behalf of the OSSA, please understand that, or Mr. Mike Clark, none. But one of the problems is parking at Hall of Fame, because of the new construction for the indoor facility. They have to be built that are currently underway. So you have a ton of people show up for softball. I mean, a bunch. So it would be a logistics nightmare. And so that was one of the reasons that went into it in Shawnee. And like you said, Shawnee's a fantastic facility, and there's a lot of people that think that the fourplex that they play on is too tight and they need to spread it out a little bit. Well, now from our standpoint, where we have one producing company handle the 4 fields, now we're spread out all over the place. Internet becomes a problem and everything else. So there's, the surface is the surface and it appears what it is. But, when you start digging the layers out, there's more answers to be had.
Yeah. And times and all that stuff they're still working on that. And, 4 state championships at one time or 3 state championships at one time. That has not been confirmed yet. They're still working on that. It's been done that way before. I will say this. I think it will change a little bit. I know everyone wants Devon Park. I get that. But Shawnee's building the Fire Lake, the ball fields are building that brand new stadium, and that's going to be big time.
It's going to probably be the third best complex in the country. And listen, I've been associated with the ball fields at Fire Lake since they were built. I was fortunate enough to be down there, do a lot of PA work when Jason O'Connor ran them. And now with Kelly, he's, welcomed me in to do what we do. And, if there's something he needs, he knows he can call me and I'll be on my way. But this facility they're building down there right now, Chris, is 4,200 seats. It's just going to be just smaller than Love's Field. It's going to have the concourse. It's going to have the 2 stories, seated, covered parking. Or not parking, but seating, and it's going to be top notch. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised outside of D1 that if they don't host everything there is to host.
Yeah, and so just a reminder to all the fans, you hear the news and you hear, oh man, trust me, there are meetings over weeks and months and back and forth negotiation. The OSSA knows what everybody wants,
sure.
and they lay out what is best for their product. I mean, it's the OSSA state tournament, So I understand. To be honest with you, as far as production, it's a lot more work at the ball fields,
sure,
than it would be at Devon Park. But anyway, I know Shawnee will take care of it like they always have, and they will in the future. And Devon Park has a lot of work with the Olympics and with the new construction. So
yeah, I really suspect that when the field opens in 27, that they'll go back. Good goodness, I really suspect that they'll go to the championship field. And, make it as it'll never, ever, 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 ever compare to playing at Devon Park, Hall of Fame Stadium. I mean, it is the mecca of softball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But this place is going to be pretty special as well.
Yeah. Speaking of special, we're going to have our guest coming up here in just a few moments. We're going to take our opening timeout. Miss Asea Cole joins us on the other side. Talk a little Panther softball, off to a good start. And also we'll take a look at some A and B rankings have come out. We'll look at some district plays. And out there, before we come to our segment later on, how many undefeated teams do you think there are in high school softball? We'll talk about that and a whole lot more after our opening timeout here on the High School Huddle. Need a new roof? Need a repair? Don't roll the dice on just anybody. Hit the jackpot. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters provides statewide service for metal and shingle roofs, from repairs to complete replacements. We work with insurance companies, offer financing options, and we're licensed, bonded, and insured. For all your roofing needs, make one call, 580-399-0760. That's 580-399-0760. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters. Your roof deserves the jackpot.
Discover the path to recovery at Rob's Ranch, where hope, grace, and spiritual growth are at the heart of their Christ-centered mission. Guided by a dedicated team with firsthand recovery experience, they offer transformative 30, 60, or 90-day programs across Oklahoma. Their commitment extends beyond treatment with their complimentary continuing care for alumni and an outpatient option in Edmond. Expect a miracle on your journey to restoration. Visit www.robsranch.org today and seize the opportunity for a brighter future.
Hello, welcome back inside the High School Huddle. It is August 26, 2026.
It's what?
August 26th.
Wow.
8/26/26. I had to write a deposit slip today, 8/26/26. I was like, oh, that's pretty darn cool.
Amazing, man.
Pretty cool there. So welcome back in the High School Huddle Softball Show. And we always invite you to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. But be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page. I think the thumbs up button helps us as well. So
sure.
always help. Appreciate you guys doing that. We've had a lot of subscriptions with the addition of the softball show. So we thank you for that.
We got a guest?
We do.
Did you subscribe to our show?
I did subscribe.
So did I.
I've been a long time subscriber.
All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, that we've had the two of the stalwarts of high school fast pitch softball. There are numerous, but two of the top with Lindsey Mudgett and Tyler Lampkin. But now we welcome in Miss Asea Cole. Hi, Coach Cole. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. Thank you for joining us this morning. And, congratulations on your successful season thus far at Oilton, America. And, man, you guys are doing some things over there, right?
We are. Slowly but surely. But we got some stuff moving, and I'm really excited. This group of girls I have coming in right now, I have 5 freshmen, I have 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and then 3 seniors. And I have so many different rotations I could do in the field, and I have 4 pitchers. We're pretty deep in the circle, and we just have a lot of good things going on right now. A lot of movement, which is good.
Absolutely, and we're going to go into that here in a little bit. I got to ask, when I saw your name on the Tony guides you, I got when the home security people call you, the roofing company people call you, and we'll put you. So it's Asea, Asea, Coach Cole. Got to ask, when they call you, what do they call you?
I usually get Asea.
Asea.
That's what I would have said.
Asea, and that's okay. And that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, it's okay. My parents kind of set me up for that. So I'm like, it's Asea though. And they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, it's all right.
Well, here's the great thing about your profession is your name is always Coach.
Coach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No matter where you're at, hey, Coach, where you at this year?
Yep, that is true.
Changing jobs. And what year is this for you? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and usually people say that, hey, Coach, hey, and they don't usually say my first name.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how to say it, so we'll just call her Coach.
Yeah.
Now, is this your first year at Oilton, or second, third, fourth,
this will be
ninth?
My third.
Third year.
Mm-hmm. This will be my third year. I came, it's 2026, yeah. So 2024.
Wow. Well, and you're a Manford girl, so 18 miles down the road is Oilton, so.
Yep. No, it's not very far. And right now I actually live in Sand Springs, so.
Okay, real quick, side question here. We're going to talk a lot about Oilton here in a second. Sand Springs High School or Charles Page High School? I hear it back and forth. Which one do you call it?
I coached there for 4 years before I came to Oilton.
Right.
I always call it Sand Springs High School.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
It just depends on if you want to be casual or technical.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Just whichever one you want to do.
Yeah.
So, as you have already figured out, I have a lot of people that I know around this profession, and they have reached out to me and they said, hey, man, this Oilton team is young, talented, athletic, and they're going to cause a lot of problems in Class B softball. So that has to make you feel good about that. And
it does.
In particular, if I'm sorry, I didn't take the whole interview from you, did I?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So tell us about the shortstop.
So old Kinnison Prather. When I listened to your show last week and you described her pretty well. Very athletic. And just a super athlete is what we like to call her here.
Sure.
She's like those one in a kind. You hardly ever get them really. She loves the game of softball. She likes basketball. We have her run track. I mean, she's just one of those. She does it all, and she actually has a twin brother, and so they both do it all.
Well, and you're looking at, ranked number 10, start off 12-2. Your 2 losses have come out of the class into 2A schools, and so I'm sure that was a good challenge for your ball club to go up a class or so and see some higher class in competition.
Yeah, that's the reason we went to Pittsburgh, because that's where we played Howie and we played Colgate, and those were probably our best competitions we've seen, that's what we wanted to do. We want to get out there, see the best pitching we can, in which both of those girls are really good at Howie and at Colgate. This summer we went out and we played Leedy, just as a scrimmage too, just so we can get out there and see a little bit, some really good pitching around here.
Okay, I buried the lead long enough real quick. You also beat a 4A Cleveland team. Is the schedule that I see, did you beat the Chandler Lions twice this year? I have to bring it up now, Tony, but you got the Lions twice this year.
Ow.
Yeah, they we had the chance to have them out at our tournament that we host. And we played them during pool play, and then we played them in our single elimination, so in the championship game, which was two really good games.
Yeah.
It's funny because I played against Coach Bucky when I was in high school, so
yeah, he's old.
I appreciate him.
Should I unleash the secret on her or hold it until we get done?
Hey, it's your show. Go.
So,
here it comes.
Yeah.
I apologize. I don't know. And Asia, okay. AC coach. And by the way, if you're like Asia Cole, Asia Weber for all you high school historians and college softball fans, that's now Miss Cole.
So, as you're well aware, you may have had a teammate from Chandler when you played at Wichita State.
I did.
Okay, so I may or may not have made a couple phone calls this morning trying to afternoon to get some information. So, Chris, they had a coyote that they put on the field at Wichita State to help the geese not, use the restroom on the field. Someone that may be in part of this interview with us.
You can plead the fifth before we go any further. You can plead the fifth. Go ahead.
Okay.
Took the tail of said coyote and wore it in her ponytail in the outfield. And the Lady Shockers went on for a great run and got beat in the regional finals at Arkansas. I won't point to who it is or say it was Coach Cole, but look, I think that laugh says it all. Would you care to tell that story, Coach Cole?
I will. So
you could thank Barry and Lisa Herring. You could thank Barry and Lisa Herring for that.
I will message them and tell them thank you very much. But we were just playing really good that year, and I'm one who I like to make people laugh. I like to keep it light on the field, and we couldn't take his name was Cody the Coyote, and we couldn't take him into I think it was the regionals tournament, or I can't remember, the conference tournament. We couldn't take him. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it in my ponytail. And so we took off his tail, and I had it in my ponytail. And so you could see me in center field on live TV with a Cody the Coyote tail in my ponytail. It was awesome.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
I'm guessing you ran into some coyotes in the town of Manford from time to time?
Sometimes, sometimes out in the country.
Well, it is the country out there in Manford, that's for sure.
Take us back to Wichita State. How cool was that? That has to be a great experience. There's so many kids that dream of playing Division I softball, and as we talked about over the last few weeks, softball in Oklahoma is just blown up on the D1 level, small college level. But a lot of girls just dream of D1 and just sometimes don't get that opportunity because it's tough out there. But you had that opportunity, and how cool was that? Wichita State rose during your time as well. That had to be rewarding as well.
Yeah. It's awesome. And I tell these girls all the time, like, it's such a blessing to be able to go out there and play at the highest level that I did. It's a blessing that I put in all that work, and I try to tell them, like, it's for a reason. But when you put in all that work and then the outcome that you get, so me playing Division I, it was just really awesome, especially making it to regionals my junior year, and then everything in between, all the workouts, the morning practices, the evening practices. I still talk to Coach Bredbender. We actually just talked a while ago, but the relationships is really what is probably the best part, I would have to say, with the coaching staff and with the girls. So.
And I got to tell you, I was watching the Wichita State highlight, and there was a ball, and I can't remember what, but ball was driven, and I could tell it was going to be a Wichita State highlight because of Wichita State. And I was like, oh, this girl's getting ready to rob this home run over left field. And all of a sudden, here comes the center fielder, and dives and makes this great catch. And that was Coach Cole diving. And I thought the left fielder was going to rob it, but there you were.
Took all the glory. But I think it's neat that you incorporate your experiences, and I'm sure in talking to Coach Mudgett, she did. I asked her, which I was getting ready to ask you, as Chris brought this up. Do they know how good you were?
It's funny because sometimes I think they forget. And we'll be at practice, and I'm like, it's just this easy, and they're like, it's not, and I'm like, yeah, it is. And then, but I think they forget, and then they're like, oh, wait, never mind. I forget you played Division I. I'm like, yes, I did. But they're really good about asking me questions. They're really good about, hey, what do you think about this? Or what should we do here? So they're really good about learning from me, and I'm really good about learning from those girls too. So they're pretty awesome.
Now, I've got some rumors that I need confirmed or denied, if you wish.
Okay.
One, that you've had this group of girls since they played like a younger youth softball, right? That you've been helping with them for quite a while before they got to high school?
Yes. So the one, we actually graduated one senior last year, and she's at Barton College now. I had her and her sister when they were younger. I gave them lessons since they were just teeny tiny. My senior, Paidy Smith, I've given her lessons for a long time. And then I got the opportunity when I came here. These freshmen were 7th graders. So I got to have them in junior high, 7th, 8th grade year, and then now they're in high school. But I've seen so much growth in this freshman class, and all the girls I've had since they were younger. So, and I played against them. Not I played, but I coached a little rec team when I was younger, and we would play Oilton all the time. So I've known them for a while.
And then also, is this the first ranking that Oilton has had in softball?
I don't think so. I don't think it's our first one. I think it's our highest one, though. I'll have to double check, but I think it's our highest one.
And what about not having any regional wins? Have they had a regional win at Oilton?
No, we have not had one regional win.
So you got to get out of that district so you can make it and get your first regional win for the school.
Well, and so the past 3 years, we've made it to regionals every time. Okay. But we just have never won a game in regionals yet.
So that'll change this year?
I think that could very well change this year. Hopefully so. Oilton head coach Asea Cole, coach 5-0 against Class A ball clubs, 4-0 against Class B ball clubs. Talk about coaching at the smallest class in B. What are some of the rewarding things that coaching at an Oilton, which is the smallest class in softball here in Oklahoma, but what are some of the great things about coaching at Oilton?
I think just coaching here, like I have such a great system behind me. I have a great assistant coach. I have great parents. I have a great superintendent. I have a great principal. I love being here because of the support and the backup I have as a coach. I know that they trust whatever decision I make. Same thing with these girls. Being at a small school, I feel like I build such a good relationship with them because I see them all the time. I have them during fast pitch. I have them during slow pitch. I did track last year. That's me being with these girls all the time. And so when you're at the bigger school, the bigger levels, like you don't see those girls all the time. I can unlock the indoor, and some of them will come up here and they'll all be hitting in the indoor just because everyone practically lives in town. I ask for something from these parents, and I usually get help right away. So it's the support system that really I love. It's the relationship with the girls, seeing them all the time. I can walk right over to the high school and check on them in class. I can make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I have the middle school girls because I teach 6th, 7th, 8th grade math. So I have those middle school girls, and if they ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, then we're running. So, and you don't get that all the time. So that's the thing. I love being here.
If I were to get in trouble, do I want Teacher Cole or Coach Cole to, which one am I going to get more of a lecture, a stern look from in the classroom?
Which one's the easiest?
Teacher Cole.
Teacher Cole? Okay.
Yeah. Teacher Cole, that's
but
for sure.
You said something very intriguing in your comments there about being at Wilton, and that's an indoor. Most Class B facilities probably don't have that luxury to be able to go somewhere and hit, when they want to or things like that, right?
Yeah, and I always tell people this. We have probably one of the nicest indoors for being Class B. The girls are like, oh, it has no air conditioning, but a lot of indoors don't. But we have a turf. We have 4 cages, or you can pull back all the cages and
take around the infield.
Yes, and take some infield. All my pitchers can pitch at one time. There's so much room in there, and we just built a new field. Just got lights on it, and we just got a whole brand new scoreboard. So
you probably didn't have that at Manford, did you? I mean, did you have that opportunity at Manford?
We had, I think they still have it. They have a small little indoor with 2 cages. and they share it with the football team. But when it's softball time, it's softball in there.
Okay, now speaking of football, Oilton has a football team, correct?
Yes.
Now, when was the last time Oilton had football? First year ever?
32 years ago.
32 years since they've had football at Oilton.
Ago.
I'm giving Chris information for the High School Huddle show for football that he may or may not have known. But when do they open?
They open next week, I think, on the 3rd.
And I'm sure you're going to have all the girls there cheering for them?
Oh, I think about I have almost half the girls that play on the softball team are cheerleaders.
So yes, they will be there.
I do want to say I'm sure all those girls were very excited after a very exciting win Tuesday against Davenport in extra innings as you guys get ready for Yale on Thursday. But 5-4 extra inning ball game, that had to be fun.
Oh yeah, that was a really good game. And I love Heather over at Davenport. We always get some good competition over there. Their pitching was really good. One thing we kind of struggled with at first, and then we started getting it together. Played really great defense. And something I love about my girls is I can put them in different positions if I need to pitch somebody else, and they take that role just fine. I had a freshman come in at first base, made some awesome plays. So I am very grateful for that.
And I also heard about the your pitcher getting ran over in the second game.
Oh, yeah.
And the player being ejected, and then they had an injury, South Coffeyville, right?
Yep. And then, so she got ejected. That left them with 8. And then their best player overall, dove into first base and dislocated her shoulder.
So she was unable to continue to put them to 7, so they were unable to finish the game.
We were unable to finish, yep.
See, I get a lot of phone calls, Coach. I get a lot of phone calls.
I can tell. And I've heard people say, "Hey, I told Tony about you guys," and I was like, "I know." He reached out to me, which is exciting, and I love that.
That's what we want to do with the show is we want to make sure that we encompass everybody. I mean, you can have the Choctaws, Mustangs, the Washingtons, but we want people to know about Oiltons and things like that that play softball also, and
yes.
And as Chris and I have been fortunate enough to do so many state tournaments at all levels from B to 6A, in my opinion, I enjoy the small schools because the whole town shuts down and everybody's there. Not that the big schools don't bring a lot, but they have a lot more choices. But small school sports, any sports is great for me for high school. But
I do want to go back. I do want to real quickly go back to your team, and they haven't got to that regional, to that state. But how do you put that into their mindset that what they haven't done before is there? How do you get them to that next level? Is it mental? Is it physical? I'm sure it's both in some aspects. But what is it that you're working on to get them? Hey, we're here. We're good. We're a top 10 team. We can be better than that. Where's that for you?
So a lot of that is coming from, I really don't have to get them ready physically. Luckily, almost all my girls play competitive during the summer, which is awesome, and I love that. Ours is more getting mentally, back in the groove of things together with this group, and really just making sure that they know they're good. But I have to keep them in check, and we still got to work. A lot of times we're working at practice, and sometimes we have to kind of check them back in and make sure that, hey, this needs to be done. This is the expectation. If you guys want to continue to where we're at, then these little things have to be done right. And especially us being so young, I feel like sometimes, they get a little excited, or we're doing really good, and sometimes we don't want to practice. That's what I get sometimes.
Yep.
And but it's like we're not at our best softball right now. It's only August. Okay. So we still have to keep growing and learning. And they have given me such good feedback from that. They're excited to come to practice. They're asking me like, oh, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? And so I think it's just that keeping them excited, doing different things at practice, but also making sure that they know that the little things have to be done right. It's not all about the big time stuff, the little things.
And it's like that on every single level, but you got to remember, you're talking to 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, so probably a little bit more because there's the college teams that had those type deals. You have it's just a reminder that you're dealing with young folks.
Yeah, the small things lead to big problems, right? If you don't take care of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, talk a little bit about the town of Oilton itself, north of Drumright, Highway 99, right? I mean, just almost not quite a spot in the road, but it's really close, right?
Yeah.
So just
it's
talk
close.
about it itself. People are going, "Where's Oilton at?" I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, Oilton, I love it. I love how small it is. We don't even have a stoplight. We just got a new Mexican restaurant, Leilos Grill.
Okay.
Yes, we're right down the road from Jennings. So
Yep.
Jennings, Oklahoma. They have a good little school down there also. But really, besides that, we got a Jiffy Trip. We got Dollar General.
Look at
but
you go.
everyone, I know, a lot of them live in town, which is something that I really enjoy. So I like being so close.
I would imagine with your pedigree and now going to be your success, the phone's going to start ringing more. What do you do?
Oh, Tony, we're trying to get through the season here.
No, I just got to
Come
ask
on,
this
man.
question. I want to know.
So what do you mean? Like,
It's tough. I mean, if somebody calls you for a job at a bigger school, what do you tell them?
Patty Gasso's going to call you. So is that okay? OU Wichita State?
No,
I'm sure that would be okay.
She was originally
I
an
know,
OSU girl.
I'm
I
building-
mean, Kenny Gajewski calls. What happens if Kenny Gajewski calls?
See how I diverted that for you?
I take it.
You can plead the fifth on that. I was Facebook stalking you. I put a Facebook request in for you.
Me too.
That little girl of yours is so darn cute. I'm sure she'll be robbing some balls over the fence as well.
Yep.
That's awesome.
She's a turd. She's a turd.
Switch hitter?
I hope. Actually, we might just stick with the lefty. I like the lefty, so
Quicker to the bag, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I like where I'm at. I like where I'm at. College is not really on my radar right now. But I love where I'm at. Like I said, I love the classes I get to teach. I love my superintendent. I love my principal.
That's awesome.
It'd be really hard for me to leave. And I love these group of girls. So it's good for them. College is not really on my radar right now.
You got work to do. You got work to do at Oilton, right?
Yeah, I got work to do. I still got a little bit longer here. So
yeah, absolutely. Oilton 12-2, ranked number 10, moving up every bit of class there. Coach, man, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time.
Absolutely.
I know your time is so busy in the middle of the season with games, school, lunch breaks, all that stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck. Rooting for you guys, and hope to see you down the road. And thanks again.
Do you still have the coyote tail?
I do not. We had to return it.
Oh man, you're gonna have to get a new one for the girls.
Oh, that they would probably love that. I don't think I've ever told them that story, so I
Do
probably
it.
should.
Bring it out, Coach. Bring it
awesome.
out. Bring it out right before regionals and tell them about how the run you guys went on. Thank
Yes,
you very
that'd be
much,
good.
Asia. Appreciate
Of
you.
course. Thank you.
Thank you. Asia Cole, the head coach of the Oilton Lady Panthers. That's a pretty good story. The coyote in the hair. That's hey, baseball, softball folks, the true baseball, softball people have those superstars. I was there too. Sometimes I still have it in me, but it is a real thing.
In 05, Chandler wins their last state title, and one of our players is an avid turkey hunter, and he shot a turkey, and he got the claw of the turkey, and he taped a baseball to it, and it just formed to it, and so that was the mantra: win one for the claw.
Sure,
so it is a real thing, folks.
It is. It really is. Big thank you to Asia Cole. Coach Asia Cole joined us here on the High School Huddle softball show. Take our second time out here on the Huddle. Come back, take a look at some of the undefeated teams. We're going to dive into some Class A and Class B rankings, and also take a look at some upper classes as well as we continue on the High School Huddle.
Discover the path to recovery at Rob's Ranch, where hope, grace, and spiritual growth are at the heart of their Christ-centered mission. Guided by a dedicated team with firsthand recovery experience, they offer transformative 30, 60, or 90-day programs across Oklahoma. Their commitment extends beyond treatment with their complimentary continuing care for alumni and an outpatient option in Edmond. Expect a miracle on your journey to restoration. Visit www.robsranch.org today and seize the opportunity for a brighter future.
Need a new roof? Need a repair? Don't roll the dice on just anybody. Hit the jackpot. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters provides statewide service for metal and shingle roofs, from repairs to complete replacements. We work with insurance companies, offer financing options, and we're licensed, bonded, and insured. For all your roofing needs, make one call. 580-399-0760. That's 580-399-0760. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters. Your roof deserves the jackpot. Welcome back inside the High School Huddle Softball Week 3 of the show. About a halfway point, AB?
Yeah. It's
They're about 13, 15 games in, probably.
They are. Some a little bit less, some right at that number. But, July 15th, I think, was the midnight practice for softball that you could get your girls and start practicing. And we're already 6 weeks in.
Got to tell you, thinking of that, we just spoke with Coach Cole over at Oilton. Growing up in Guthrie, I grew up 6A, 5A, 6A, 5A, a little bit of 4A. But as the years have gone, we've really learned a lot about the small school, and you always hear the town closes down. It's a true thing, and it's so fun to watch those schools. It's different, but some things are better, some things are worse, obviously with small school, large school. But man, I've really enjoyed the softball and the basketball.
Right.
I almost know more about them now than I do the larger schools, just because there's so much movement everywhere. It's kind of hard to keep up with all that. But
to me, there's a lot more parity in the smaller schools. I mean, you're obviously going to have 2 or 3, but there's those that, just like we'll talk about here in a minute, there's some of the teams that were state qualifiers last year, not even ranked now. I mean, because they, take a look at Stewart. They, it's weird how it all shapes up and ends up, really.
Well, and you have like Shattuck up in the western Oklahoma, and Okarche kind of outside the metro, real close. So when those two teams, they're 25-1, and the other team's 24-0, and obviously they can't play in the regular season because they're hundreds of miles away. But when they come to the state tournament, then that's fun.
Yeah, and the crowds, man. If you have not experienced the state tournament in Shawnee or Oklahoma City, you are truly missing out. There's some great softball, rabid fans, faces painted, pom-poms,
noisemakers.
You love them.
Oh my gosh,
they're your favorite. But
Pryor's the
awesome.
king of the noisemakers.
Don't they have the oboe thing?
They have everything.
Yeah,
they literally have everything. So, well, as we mentioned, halfway point of Class A and B state tournament, first October 8th, and the second week of October, in that range. But the rankings are out for the first time. And
they are.
Take a look at those, Tony. You kind of break this down for us as the number 1 team in all the land of Class A,
AB.
Arapahoe Butler, AB. They play some basketball there, and they're playing some good softball.
Yeah, they play baseball too, evidently, out there. But Arapahoe Butler, they're the 2025 defending state champs, Chris, and they're back at it again this year. And initial rankings, like you say, come out, and there were 67 votes cast, as you can see the number there in the parentheses on the screen, and 40 first place votes of Veteran Ball Club for Coach Luke Thompson. They're 11-2 with a loss to Woodward, which we'll talk about here in a minute, and Leedy, who is always good out in that part of the world as well.
Yeah, so you see there for our listening audience on our podcast, Arapahoe Butler number 1, Caddo number 2. Both of those teams are 11-2. Surreal, there's one giveaway of the 11 undefeated teams in the state of Oklahoma. The Pirates 12-0. Cheyenne Radon 13-2. Bears, right?
Yep.
Okay. Canute, a familiar name in all of sports. They're 8-6.
Yeah, and their record may not be sterling, but their opponents have been. How about a Class B school or A school? Excuse me. They start out with 6A defending champ Mustang. Wow. I mean, so it mix in a lot of great teams. Coach Gillette's Lady Trojans. They'll be ready for the Battle of Troy at Shawnee.
That's another great thing about high school softball and high school softball, baseball, college ranks as well. The Class Bs and A's can play with the 5As and 6As. Yeah. I remember back in my umpiring days, it was, I'm drawing a blank on Caney Valley came to Edmond Santa Fe, and I'm like,
What's going on here?
What's here?
What are we doing?
And that was during Edmond Santa Fe's heyday of winning and hitting home runs all the daggum time.
Right.
And it was a great ball game. So that just shows you these small schools can easily play with some of these big schools.
You know, it's like the prior tournament that we talked about in the first show, where it's kind of a showcase. There used to be some East-West Showdown baseball showcases where they would have.
Loved it. Deer Creek had one.
Yeah, Shawnee had really Coach Schaefer and Coach Boyer over there. They would host those, but I love it. And so just looking at some other teams, Wacomas, they're number 15, 8-4 on the year. They've had a win over Garber and Thomas Spay Custer. Take again a look there, but it's just amazing. And the Lady Bruins of Caddo, they're runners up last year, a 5-3 loss to Arapahoe Butler at number 2. Coach Dustin McKay, and their 2 losses are due perennial state tournament team Pecola in 3A, and somebody called Lone Grove that was a 4A champ, and so it could be another head-to-head meeting with AB and Caddo. And they're kind of far apart, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Just finished out the top 10. Whistler at number 6. Drummond, number 7. Binger Oni at number 8. Shattuck, the Indians, at number 9 with a 10-3 record. And Navajo rounds out the top 10 with an 11-2 record. There are the Class A rankings for the very first week. It'll change here in the next couple weeks. So.
I do have some teams to watch, if I may.
Absolutely.
And looking at that. And among them is Surreal, who you talked about, undefeated. They were not a state tournament team last year, 12-0 record, ranked 3rd. Cheyenne Radon, you mentioned as well, again, not a participant. Binger Oni, again, you hit all of them, Chris. You found them all. Davenport. And then at number 20 with 1 loss is, if you scroll down there, the Lady Cardinals of Turpin. And they received 1 first-place vote, and they're 11-1 on the year.
Good team. How good is that? 11-1 and ranked 20?
Yeah.
So
pretty tough.
That's fine. Those are the original rankings in Class A and B. Obviously, the other classes have the districts.
Sure.
So a little bit different there. Real quick, districts or coaches' rankings?
I like coaches' rankings. Kind of tells me a little bit more about who's better. I mean, you can probably judge the same thing. You can probably make your own top 10 out of rankings or out of the districts, but you know who the teams are, really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're going to get, I'd say, 70% of them right of who will probably make the state tournament, but it's that 3 unknowns that really make it fun to see who's battling to get to Shawnee.
Yeah, agree. All right, let's move over to Class B rankings, the initial rankings that came out this week, and the number 1 team in Class B goes to... This was really 3 teams that had a lot of first-place votes.
Well,
top team, though.
Yeah.
Top team, Caney, 11-2 on the year. 20 points more than number 2, Lakiba Sickles. Both of those teams are 11-2. Number 3, Red Oak, 7-3 on the year. Number 4, Ruff, 12-2. And Soper at number 5, 10-3.
Man, I'll tell you what, in looking, when I first saw these rankings come out, I was like, good goodness, how good is B? I mean, if you take a look at it, again, in the number in the parentheses there, out of the votes, 18 for Caney for first place, Lakiba Sickles, Red Oak 16, Roth 6, Lady receiving 1, Oilton, Coach Cole squad 1, and Big Pasture 1.
Any chance Coach Cole put her team number 1 on her?
No.
I tease. I know she went.
Okay. Timeout. You ready?
Yeah.
Stump time.
Yeah. See, I if it's on,
is it for lunch?
No,
dinner?
Because I'm not going to get this. I can
go down to the bottom.
See, you're just setting me up.
Got him, folks. Take a look at number 15.
Big Pasture. Gosh, does Big Pasture even need a mascot?
Sure.
The name says it all.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint and that you won't get, but it'll be okay. So I stumped you on Holbert, right?
The Riders, yes.
Okay.
For the record, I did.
He was close.
I said Cowboys. I had the logo kind of in my mind.
So it's
the Riders.
Along this realm is Big Pasture.
Yeah, this is going to be not good. I'm going to go
same letter is Big Pasture is what Holbert is.
Okay.
A different name.
I'm gonna go Rough Riders.
Close.
That would have been
think of a Major League Ball club.
baseball.
And they're very close to where Big Pasture is.
And I don't watch a lot of baseball anymore, by the way.
Nor do I. I'd rather watch softball.
College, I watch way more college softball, college baseball than I do Major League Baseball now. Starts with an R. Has a Major League Baseball team mascot that starts with an R as well.
Yes.
It's not the Reds.
I said it's close to Texas, silly.
Oh, I don't know. I'll go ahead. Hit
Rangers.
Rangers, yep. Would not have got that.
Big Pasture Rangers.
Big Pasture Rangers. I'm writing it down now. That's a good one. I'm rooting for you.
Send us some. Where can they send their merch at?
Oh, that would be
Rare.
big time.
That would be rare.
That would be big time. Big Pasture Ranger
shirt, softball shirt.
Yeah, you can get
I'll wear it next week if you send it.
High School Huddle, Facebook. We're on all the socials. highschoolhuddle@gmail.com is a good way. So Big Pasture Rangers.
Yep.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. That's a good
now,
one.
Just for the record, I had to look it up as well because I didn't know.
Okay, that's fair. Now Roland has the Rangers. That comes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Do we have a Big Pasture?
There's nobody that can compete with the Ranger at Roland. He's iconic.
Absolutely. Big Pasture needs. They need a Ranger mascot themselves.
I don't think they can do. But looking at Leedy's defending champs there in Class B. And they're kind of 7-6 on the year. Coach Eric Castle, that Coach Cole said that they went in scrimmage. I mean, and. Lost to Caney, and they have 2 games. And they have 2 games coming up with AB, and so a game. That'll be a good measuring tool. And then Roth ranked 4th. They've lost to Van Austin Latta, both 2A schools, and defeated 4A Bing. And they play Asher, which will be a big game for them coming up here before 2 off. I believe that's on the 31st. Couldn't find anything on Stewart, and Soper ranked 5th, and they started out 0-2, but Brandon Debo and the girls have Debo'd their way into 9 straight wins. They'll face Caddo on the September 21st to prepare for regionals. Let's see, Caney ranked 1, 9-2. Jackie Dollarhide, they are 5-0 against opponents in Class A and B. And then the Kiowa Cowgirls are 5-5 with ranked 12th with Coach Keith Quaid, the always dapper dressed cowboy for the Lady Cowgirls, and they beat Tisch in the Calera tournament and lost to Soper 8-0. But I mean, then you go out west, you take a look there at Coach Lance Scales and his Lady Panthers from Lakiba Sickles there at number 2. They always are good in about everything they do out there, and they over Leedy and Beaver wins over them in a rigorous schedule with only 2 of their 12 opponents in Class B.
And kind of go back to our conversation of coaches rankings or district rankings, or districts or coaches rankings. Obviously the top 3 there, but the teams like Roth has 6. That's Leedy has 1, Oilton has 1, Big Pasture has 1, and then all the way down to number 20, LaFleur has 1. Now, if you're a team that played LaFleur and they whipped you, you're like, man, they got to be the best team. They don't, because they haven't seen Caney or Lakeep. So you kind of get a mix of those rankings.
So let's talk a little bit about the ranking system. Usually the top 8 will host.
Correct.
They'll host a district, and then as they move along, and then they'll host a regional. And I don't think that A and B, and I could be wrong, I don't think they do the supers like the big schools do, right? Because I mean, essentially when the OSSA changed the lingo of what they do from regionals to super regionals to state tournament, it basically is the same thing as the district or regional and a state tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just NCAA went to that with the super regionals, and the OSSA kind of adopted it, and that's what they have in softball. But I think in the districts it's still district, regional, state. I wouldn't swear to it, but yeah. But I even had you mentioned in here with your favorite team mascot, the Red Oak
Eagles.
The Eagles. Chris still says it's the best. Is it still the best mascot?
It's up there. There is. I've learned, I think over the summertime, Might have been last. I can't remember. But there's another one up there. The Donkeys have
Bray
a
Doyle?
really good logo.
Bray Doyle. Oh, it's kind of any muscular or something?
Muscular, yeah. The donkey, yeah. It's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
So some of the teams you can look out for as well. Fort Cobb Broxton, they always have a representation.
The baseball team?
Well, them too. But and Coach Terry Dubler's Asher squad, they're pretty good. But and then and then Coach Cole's 10th ranked ball club at 12-2 and with 2 losses.
Yep, to 2A schools there. So those are the initial A-B rankings there. Obviously, the fast pitch larger classes are still going there. You look at I don't want to give away. I think I have to give one away of the undefeated teams right now.
Why?
Because because I want to talk about how they're 15-0. We talked about them last week.
Sure.
Enid continues to win.
The most surprising team in the state?
They just continue to win, and we're talking Lawton Ike, Memorial, Noble, McGinnis, Westmore, Edmond North.
Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it?
Off to a great start. I know Enid looking for a lot of success. Their baseball program, now softball program's doing good. Football team's trying to get going there. So it's always good to see Enid have some success where some others, like other schools, they struggle in football at the time.
Well, and a lot of people, I don't know that they know, but probably a lot of students that live out there in Garfield County have an option to go to Chisholm, which is for all intents and purposes, a suburb, right?
And there's a bunch of schools. Small schools.
Right. So there's a lot of options depending on what side of the road, county road you live on, to where you can go to school.
Options, transfers. Ugh.
Well, I don't know that really is necessarily that out there, but
because you can transfer and not move.
That's just walk across the street.
Because you don't know where Enid and Chisholm school boundaries are. That's how close they are.
Yeah, they blend in.
They do
right?
blend.
Blend in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, blended. So. But Enid, 15-0, best record in the state out of all classes, and man, they got it going on up there.
Yeah, they're definitely the story of 6A so far this year. Choctaw 9-1, Broken Arrow off to a great start as well. Owasso 10-4. When you look at some of the 6A schools across the way, 5A softball.
Only one undefeated,
and
that's Ronnie's squad. That's his favorite, isn't it?
5 and I'm trying to find an undefeated team.
They're second in their district.
Yeah, there they are.
How about that? You're undefeated 11-0, but you're second in your district.
Yeah, and no surprise. We won't give it away for the next 7 because we'll dive a little bit more into the undefeated teams, and we'll definitely talk about them here in a few moments. So, all right. Let's take our third and final timeout here on the High School Huddle. Take a look at the undefeated teams and get our closing thoughts as well here on the High School Huddle. Need a new roof? Need a repair? Don't roll the dice on just anybody. Hit the jackpot. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters provides statewide service for metal and shingle roofs, from repairs to complete replacements. We work with insurance companies, offer financing options, and we're licensed, bonded, and insured. For all your roofing needs, make one call, 580-399-0760. That's 580-399-0760. Jackpot Roofing and Gutters. Your roof deserves the jackpot.
Discover the path to recovery at Rob's Ranch, where hope, grace, and spiritual growth are at the heart of their Christ-centered mission. Guided by a dedicated team with firsthand recovery experience, they offer transformative 30, 60, or 90-day programs across Oklahoma. Their commitment extends beyond treatment with their complimentary continuing care for alumni and an outpatient option in Edmond. Expect a miracle on your journey to restoration. Visit www.robsranch.org today and seize the opportunity for a brighter future.
Welcome back. Third and final segment here on the High School Huddle. Tony Wilson, Chris Evans with you. Appreciate you checking us out every Thursday night, 7 o'clock throughout the entire softball season, getting ready for some state softball tournament come October. That's what we're building up to as we look to crown some state champions. And
can you put all 3 of my names up there?
No, I thought about that when I was building that graphic. I was like, let's see. Will anybody know him as Tony? I don't think they'll know him as Tony. So,
man, there's people that went 20 years and know me and didn't even know my name was Tony.
Did we meet like at a state baseball tournament? Is that where we met?
Yeah, okay. For sure.
I was thinking about that the other day. It had to be a state baseball tournament.
And I promise you didn't know my name was Tony at that point.
No, I did not.
It's Booty, but I've had that since 1986.
1986.
I was a freshman in high school and went over to pick up a baseball, and a guy said, "Look at that booty," and it just stuck.
It stuck. That's where it was. Okay, yes. Where did lug nut come from?
When I was 101.9 The Twister, Oklahoma's most new country, 10 in a row, lug nut with you on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. So,
how big was that room? Like, were you all like?
No, we had a big spacious
big
studio.
space?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was nice. Yeah, that was the Clear Channel days.
Did you eat and drink at the console?
I could, yes.
Really?
Well, but I was not running the board, so I was away.
Oh, nice.
I made sure it had a lid and everything, though, because I didn't want the boss man being mad. But
you missed the radio days?
I truly do.
Did it get repetitive?
No.
It was always fresh. Okay.
Yeah, there were so many things that I had the luxury of being creative of what we wanted to do as far as like all the silly stuff and
I couldn't imagine that.
I've got a couple stories to share with you at some point that we probably, we could tell them on here, but we won't. But.
We'll wait till ratings week when we need the ratings push in there.
Let me just tell you this. I hitchhiked one time and made it to Amarillo, Texas.
You didn't put a coyote in your hair, did you?
No, I had a cutout of Tom Selleck.
There you go.
Did make national news also.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those radio shows tend to do that from time to time. As promised, we were going to look at some undefeated teams. And in the last segment, we talked about Enid, 15-0, 6-0 in district play. But, Tony, I got August 31st at 6:30 circled on my calendar as Enid will be traveling to Choctaw, Oklahoma.
I think we should be there as well.
That's going. What's the 31st? What's that? That's
this weekend.
That's a Monday. I
can do that.
So it's next Monday.
I can go to that.
That will be fun.
I think I know somebody over there that can get us in.
That would be a lot of fun. But
and then wait a minute, football's taking a road show on Thursday. Sometimes, don't they? So we could take a road show, can't we?
Yeah. Sir can. So Ian at 6-0, 15-0, perfect 6-0 district play, but Choctaw right behind him at 5-0. So that August 31st. They'll meet a little bit later on in the season as well, but
sure.
That's the big one. That could be a determining factor of a
sure.
district championship over in 6A1. Broken Arrow is the only other undefeated team in 6A.
Ho hum.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty standard for Broken Arrow softball. That's pretty much the standard for them is undefeated seasons and extremely successful.
6. They've given up 7 runs all season long.
That's pretty astonishing.
Yeah.
12 games.
10, 31, 36, 46, 54, 64, 73, 85, 92, 97, 107, 110, 120.
Got stuck.
120 runs.
Your math teacher would be proud. That's about 10 runs a game by my
Coach
calculations.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. 6th, 7th, 8th grade math teacher. Sure.
Yeah. So, and then the 6A3 got a Stillwater, Moore, Mustang, all with 1 district loss so far over there. And then you look at 6A District 4, you have 3 teams with only 1 loss, Owasso in district play, Owasso, Southmore, and Piedmont. So highly competitive classes.
That's one of the things I do like about the districts, though, Chris, that you asked me about the rankings. You know, they are the determining factor, regardless of runs for or against anything like. But districts, you can get convoluted in a hurry.
If you're coaching Team A and I love Tony Wilson, I can't rank you number 1. I just got to play and
you can.
That's the other. That's the other side of that takes out that part when you do coach rankings. So
and
districts.
Man, there's been so many schools of thought over the years, and I remember Coach Howard was the ranker one year, and he said, "I'll never do this again." Getting phone calls. That's back in the day when you had to leave.
We for that second week of the season, we beat those 3 teams. Yeah.
That's back when you had a home phone and you had to leave voicemails to do rankings.
Right. So take a look at Class 5A. Tony, how many undefeated teams? I think we said that in the last segment, but
1.
There's 1.
Who is it?
It's the Pryor Tigers. Surprise.
Yeah.
I still think Tahlequah is dangerous.
They are. Don't
sleep on
Duncan. Don't sleep on Duncan.
Guthrie always comes playing good softball at the end of the year, but Pryor, one of the most consistent programs in 5A for the last several years.
They really are, and we've talked about them week in and week out, and there's no reason why we shouldn't, because, again, they're the only 5A squad with a 32 in 5A, I think. I think 5A has 32. But anyway, nonetheless, out of those ball clubs, Pryor is the only one with an unblemished record this season.
And if you play at Pryor, you're going to play a good schedule. You're going to play the good 6A teams. You're going to play the good 5A teams. You're going to play the good teams that are lower in class as well. So they're off to a good start. I mentioned Tahlequah. Tahlequah right now, I just had them on my screen and I lost them. There they are, 14-2. They are 4-0 in district play in 5A3. Coach Chris Ray had actually needed extra innings to beat Duncan 4-3. So that was a great contest. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it say where they played at?
That game was Murray State Festival.
Okay.
So down in Tishomingo, right?
I mean MIT at MIT.
MIT, yeah.
Murray and Tish.
They got Red Oak.
That'll be a good one
this week as well. So Class B's number 3 team. So Tahlequah, good team as always. Pryor, Tahlequah, Coweta on that east side every single year. No different this year as well. Durant is always a good perennial state tournament team as well. Durant 7-4 on the season. You mentioned Duncan 7-4 overall, 6-1 in district play. Elgin is undefeated in district play. Talking about the movement up in football in 5A, same thing. Softball, Elgin 4-0 over in 5A1, and El Reno and Guyman, the undefeated teams in district play with 2-0. Guthrie's 1-0 in district play. Carl Albert strangely has not played a district game, but off to a slow start for them at 4-8.
Yeah, that's unlike them, but you could probably expect them to come on strong here in the later part of the season.
No doubt. Take a look at Class 4A. How many undefeated teams? I know one for sure.
Who?
I know Lone Grove. Is there anybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you know them too.
Yeah. The Blanchard Lady Lions.
That is correct.
Yeah.
But the one that I also think is a huge surprise on the year is Woodward. The Lady Boomers are 11-0.
Not Bombers.
Boomers. Correct.
There for a while, Chris struggled with Boomers and Bombers because be doing Woodward it was a mind thing.
I knew have a chuck wagon as their mascot, Chris.
Correct.
I mean, come on.
No. I know what it is. I know. Yeah. I just
you so habitual of saying Bombers all these years because you talk about Midwest City so much.
Boomers,
but the Lady Boomers, which that's a topic I want to address here before too long as well.
They've been Woodward. Girls athletics has been really good.
Yes,
softball and basketball really stand out.
It really has, and this year they're undefeated and at 11-0, and Blanchard 15-0. Coach, oh, by the way, that reminds me, Coach Blake Stringer called me Monday morning and said, "Hey, do you know anybody that might need a game September 19th? I think is a Tuesday."
You're a schedule maker now?
Yeah.
I don't know what you don't do.
I don't either. I truly don't either. I won't tell you some of my other jobs, Chris, but nonetheless.
Thank you.
If you have a game September 19th and you're looking for a great competition, call Coach Blake Stringer at Blanchard. And but again, and
mention the High School Huddle and see if you get a home game.
So most people don't know that Blanchard and Washington were to square off in the Heart of Oklahoma tournament. Washington's admin decided that the temperatures were too hot, which I understand. And they did not play that game, but they continued on playing in the Heart of Oklahoma tournament. And we'll get to that in a minute about Washington. But that game did not happen. We were super excited about the potential of that game, but it didn't materialize. But
we'll say Coach Asia Cole's Manford team is having a good season. They're 8-1, her alma mater. 5-0 in district play for Coach Russell Wood's team over there. So they got things going on. Broken Bow, a lot of big news around their football program, their softball program, 10-2, 6-0 in district play as well. So
that's a long ways down there.
That is a long ways down there. So that's a brief look at 4A as we're getting short on time here. Moving over to Class 3A. What is it?
Zero.
Zero list. Yeah, the list is short.
Washington lost to Purcell in the Heart of Oklahoma tournament 3-2. So that wiped out all those. But
Washington remains undefeated in district play at 9-0, the most important number on that one. But yeah, Little Axe, what's up with that? Little Axe got them 9-1. It wasn't 5-4, 3-2, 9-1.
Man, how about that?
Do we know anything about our Little Axe friends?
What day was that?
That was on August 25th, so that would have been Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, man, I might have to check into that one. See what in the world happened. I have to call Jeremy Gray, Rob's Ranch.
Yeah.
You can talk about them because they're a sponsor, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, by the way, to
Yes.
Jackpot Roofing and Rob's Ranch.
We're definitely going to get to them before we end out the show here. But, yeah, Washington, Blanchard got cheated of that one, but Blanchard remains undefeated. But as we look at Class 3A, no undefeated teams in this class. Still some good teams. Heavener, 10-1 on the year.
Yep.
Kingston, they play good football. They play good softball. They're 10-2 on the year, 5-0 in district play. As we look at some of the teams in there, I mentioned Washington still 9-0. Bethel, a team that you've seen.
Lady Wildcats.
Yep, 6-0 in district play, 9-2 overall. Dixon.
Comets.
Yeah, they are.
Did you know that one?
I did. Yeah, I did know that one.
Man.
Outside of Ardmore. Yeah.
East or West?
It would be East.
Oh,
God,
he's good.
Yeah, a Guthrie coach left for Dixon way back when, so that's how I first knew them. But anyway, quick look at Class 3A, and now a quick look at 2A. That list is a little bit longer in 2A softball.
Yeah, it's equivalent to what 4A is with 3 teams. Dale, of course, 11-0, but Warner coming in at 9-0.
Eagles.
Oh, look at that. Snapped it off. But one team here in proximity to Guthrie is the Crescent Lady Tigers.
Yeah, out in western part of Logan County. Crescent 10-0 overall, 2-0 in district play for Stephanie Riley's team over there. 4-0 against 2A ball clubs, 4-0 against A ball clubs. They did go up to 4A and play opponent there and won that game. So they beat Bethany in the cash tournament 4-0 last game they had there. So yeah, off to a good start for them. And
Dale, ho hum.
Yeah. It's
we gotta get Andy on.
Yeah, for Dale, it's about staying consistent, staying motivated throughout the regular season, and then turn it on. Playoff time, state tournament time.
And then there's only one more in the smaller schools, A and B, and we talked about Surreal just a little bit there when we had our initial rundown of state tournament teams, and they're 12-0, but that rounds out all the undefeateds right now in high school softball.
Yeah, and so a brief rundown there, and man, we can talk here all day, but if there's anything you guys want to talk about, let us know in the comments. Email us, text us, let us know what you want to talk about. As we've had some really great coach interviews. Tony, you're 3 for 3.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Next week might be a little tough because I don't know who to get.
Don't mess it up. You gotta stay perfect too.
Man.
So you put your name down as an undefeated team in softball. You're 3,
all right.
You're 3 for 3 in that one. So big thank you to head coach Asea Cole of the Oilton softball program. Asea. Yeah, that was. I was.
That's what I would have said had I not known. Had they not told me. Had I not been told, that's how I would have probably pronounced it.
Yeah. So big thank you to her. Big thank you to our sponsors on the show, our partners on this show, Rob's Ranch and Jackpot Roofing. 2 connections that you have, Tony.
Yeah, and very fortunate for John Murphin and Jeremy Gray doing that. And I got another one coming as well, and it's kind of an intriguing setup.
Jeremy Gray, any relations to the Chandler Grays?
No.
Okay.
No, just the former Canute stud basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball player. But I have another one, Chris, that's going to be over by Choctaw, and there's a lot of ballparks over there, and what they do they have like 4 Airbnbs with tennis, pickleball court, swimming, basketball.
Wow, I've seen
some cuts.
I've seen the softball and baseball facilities over there in the CNP.
Right.
Bows, is that one of them over there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The CNP, I like it. Not Citizen Potawatomi Nation, right? That's a PN.
No, Chelsea on Nicole Park.
Yeah, but anyway, man, great show.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
it was fun. It's always
it.
fun. It's amazing how fast they go too.
Yeah,
so,
really.
Do us a favor, share it, let everyone know, hit that subscribe button. Facebook, YouTube.
Doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't. It's all free. Let your friends know. Appreciate Coach Cole checking out the other shows as well. That's cool.
Right.
So, all right, Tone, great job as always.
See you next week.
We'll talk to you next week here on the High School Huddle.